Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be organizing and decluttering also all of my single eyeshadows. So I have quite a few Z palettes already that have different brand shadows in them, and what we're going to be doing is kind of going through, I'm going to be getting rid of anything that I don't like and then getting it more organized. I also had to pick up a new Z palette recently because I just had a bunch of new ones without enough space for those. So I just recently picked all of these up at TJ Maxx, these Anastasia single shadows, and I didn't have a home for those. And then I had a few singles from Christina and Cosmetics as well that didn't have a home. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I don't know how much I'm actually going to declutter. Mostly what I'm wanting to do is organize, but I know I'm going to come across a few things that I want to get rid of. I had recently seen Lauren May Beauty do the same thing, and I was like, you know, I need to do that. I kept telling you guys over and over again that I needed to do it, and I just never got around to it. So that's what we're doing today. I'm so excited. So what I'm going to do first is empty all these Z palettes because I don't like the way I have them currently organized. Oh, I have actual sun today, you guys. It's amazing. My lighting is fantastic because the sun is here. But anyway, like I said, I don't really like the way that it's organized right now. I really want to organize them by brand. So I want to have just, you know, by brand in each Z palette that I have, and then by color from there. So what I'm going to do is empty these all out and put them in piles of brand, and then I can start organizing from there. So I'm going to speed you guys through this part. Okay, so I got them all organized. Let me make sure you can see all the piles. So I'll go through real quick and tell you what the piles are, and then I'm going to start trying to organize them. So first, right up here, I have just these 3 powders from Love Luxe Beauty. And then here, these 5 are Coastal Scents singles. These here, I just have 6 of the Anastasia single eyeshadows. Up here is kind of all random. So these are ones where I only have maybe one to 3 of a specific brand. So that's what's here. This pile here, these are those Look-See shadows. It came as like a fall set, so that's what all of those are. This pile here is my MAC singles. Back here is my Makeup Forever single shadows. This little grouping here are Ofra singles that I actually got from a BoxyCharm. And then up here, those are all my Makeup Geeks. So I know for sure there's some in this pile and this pile that I'm probably going to get rid of. But let's go ahead and jump in. I'm not sure how I want to organize them in palettes yet. Okay. I think I'm going to put the Makeup Geek back in this animal print palette that I've had. This is probably the first Z palette I ever bought. So I think I want to put those back in there, but like I said, I'm probably going to get rid of some of these Makeup Geek ones. Those are the ones I have the most of. I got like a couple different sets on, I want to say it was on Poshmark, and some of them are very similar where I don't feel like I need both. Like, okay, these two here are really similar. So this is Tan Lines, and this one is Frappe. Those are very similar. Let me swatch them side by side. Which one do I like better? It looks like Frappe is a little bit more neutral undertone, and Tan Lines is a little warmer. I kind of like both of them, but I think I prefer Tan Lines. So I'm going to keep Tan Lines, and I'm going to get rid of Frappe. They're just so similar. Okay, this one I know I did not like. This is called Country Girl. It doesn't apply well. It applies very patchy. And I don't know, there's something weird about this shadow. It's just not as good as the other ones that I have from her, so I'm going to get rid of that. I kind of felt like that about Purely Naked as well. Let me swatch this one. Yeah, this one it's got a little bit of like a chunky glitter in there, and I don't particularly like this shade. I just think it's a weird shade to have like a shimmery I don't know, it just wasn't for me. So that I'm gonna get rid of. Some over here that I know for sure that I want to keep. I definitely want to keep Shimma Shimma. I like that one. It did arrive to me broken in the mail, but I just repressed it and I still think it's beautiful. So that I'm definitely keeping. Same thing with this one, which is called Bling. Same exact thing happened with this, but I also really like that one. So I will keep that. Even though they're similar, I feel like they're different enough that I would use both. All right, this one is called Cinderella. I don't remember really liking this one. Wait, no, this was Cinderella. Yeah, that one's actually pretty. I'll keep that. Next I have Rapunzel. All the princess ones. Rapunzel is really pretty too. Again, it's similar to those other two, but I still really like it. This is Rapunzel. Those are shades I'll use, so. This one is really unique. I actually really like this one. This is called Cosmopolitan. It's got like a peachy gold. Oh, look at that. That is really, really pretty. I don't know if I have another one just like that, so that I will keep. This one I also did not like the formula on. There were some that I got that were just a really weird formula that ended up being very patchy. This is called Brown Sugar. As you can see, it just doesn't apply as nice as some of the other ones that I have. I don't know what was, something was weird with those ones. Okay, what else do I have over here? This one here is called Glamorous. That's really pretty, actually. I feel like that one I might have gotten a BoxyCharm. A couple of these came from a BoxyCharm. That's really pretty, so that I'll keep. Okay, so far I'm keeping a lot of neutrals from Makeup Geek. Okay, what else is over here? Let's look at this pretty bright color. This one is called Pegasus. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that shade. Wow, that's beautiful. Alrighty, ready for spring with that color. What else do I have? This one here is called Pop Culture. That one is definitely really pretty as well. That's like a shimmery periwinkle color. Definitely like that. All right, this one is called Taboo. This is a matte, dark kind of purple shade. That seems really nice as well. I think that'll be good as like an eyeliner or for deepening up the outer corner. So that I will keep. Okay, this is Prom Night. This is one of my favorites as well. I really, really like this one. It's a really good kind of taupey purple shade, so that will stay. This is my only foiled shadow from Makeup Geek. This is called Grandstand. I also got this in the BoxyCharm. This one is like stunning. I would love to get some more of these. I think the formula is really good, but that I'll definitely be keeping. Okay, so next up we have this one here, which is called Casino. This is a really pretty gold that has almost kind of like it has a strange shift to it. It's a very interesting color. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's very, very pretty. Like I said, it is definitely gold, but it's almost an orangey gold. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it's kind of like an orange gold. It's so, so pretty. I definitely don't think I have any eyeshadow this shade, even in some of my other like pre-built palettes. I can't remember anything like that, so definitely keeping that one. Oh, here's another one that I did not like the formula on. This is called Galaxy. I just felt like it was, I don't know, a little patchy and just not a shade that I would find myself reaching for very often. Maybe if you wanted to do a gray smoky eye, but I just feel like I have a lot of similar shades that I prefer the formula, so that's gonna go. All right, this shade here is called Goddess. I cannot remember if I liked this one. Let's try it. I feel like it's just a copper. Yeah, it's like an orange copper shade. That's actually pretty nice, so that I will keep. Oh, Beaches and Cream. This is a really good shade for, it's just like a matte for setting the lid, so that'll be good to have in this palette, like a staple. This is Cocoa Bear. This is one of her most famous ones. I definitely do like the formula on this, so that is one that's gonna stay. It's kind of a reddish brown. I do really enjoy that. This is another one that kind of got broken and then I ended up repressing it. It's called Burlesque. I actually really like this one a lot. It's really stunning, so that is gonna stay for sure. All right, and then the last two shades are both cool tone grays. One is matte and one is not. Let's swatch these. This one here is called Bedrock. This is the matte gray. Matte grays are difficult to do, but I feel like that one's pretty decent. Might be a little on the patchy side, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. And then I have Rockstar. And this one's kind of a, ooh, I didn't even realize that has that shift to it. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. It's like an iridescent pinkish gray. Oh my gosh, I have nothing like that. Wonder what that would look like layered. Oh, that's so cool. That's like a transforming shade. So, okay, for sure I'm keeping that. That's amazing. I didn't even realize that that looked like that. So excited. Yay. Okay, so now I need to get this organized. Okay, so that's how I organized it. I'm not super good at organizing single shadows, and I'll probably move them around. I always end up doing that. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there might be room for me to add these Coastal Scents ones in here. I already know I want to keep all of these because I had gone through a palette that I had with these in it and decided to keep these. So I might just pop these into this palette, but I kind of want to keep it separated like Makeup Geek and then the Coastal Scents because I want to have it by brand more. So I think I'll just go ahead and pop these in here. Okay, so it's Makeup Geek all the way on the top 2 rows, and then the Makeup Geek ends here on this row, and then it's just the Coastal Scents. I think I like the way that looks. For now, I think that is what we're gonna go with those. All right, and then I am gonna have to combine some more brands. I don't have enough Z palettes to keep everything completely separate, so I'm trying to decide how I wanna do that. Let's do these big shadows first, because I know I want those to be in this palette. So we're gonna start with the Makeup Forever ones that I have back here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and work on these here, which are my Makeup Forever. I love the formula of Makeup Forever. They're very, very nice. They are a little pricey, which is the only reason I don't have more of them, but I love them. So I'm going to be keeping all of these. I don't have any like duplicate shades. I don't have anything that's like similar to each other. They're all very unique. And then this here is actually one of the new blushes that came as like a 100 point perk. But I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow because the pan size. So I'm going to pop that in there with these so that they can be together. So I'm going to go ahead and put these all right back in here. Okay, so those are the these are the Makeup Forever ones. And then I'm gonna put these back in. These are the Love Luxe Beauty highlighters. This one kind of broke here, but I still really like these. They're very, very beautiful. All right, and then previously what I had in this palette with this stuff here, this is actually a face setting powder from Maison Jacynthe. It's just a little too dark for my skin, so it's time for me to go ahead and declutter that guy actually. And then this is a powder from, oh gosh, they put a magnet on top of the label, so I can't read it, but I think it was called Stilazzi or Starlazzi or something like that. It starts with an S and it's Lazzi is the end of it, but it's just a like bubblegum pink blush. I just don't see myself reaching for this at all. I don't think I've used it one time since I got it other than swatching it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I don't even remember where it came from, to be honest, maybe BoxyCharm or something. This is actually a blush that I depotted from Mary Kay. I haven't used this in years, so it is time for me to get rid of that as well. Okay, next up, this is actually an eyeshadow from Maison Jacynthe, and this is actually really pretty. It is getting a little hard pan on it, but I really need to use this more. I think it's really pretty. It is kind of like a more sheer formula, but it's a beautiful taupey purple shade, so I definitely want to keep that. I think it's really nice. And then these two little square shadows are actually also from Mary Kay. I love both of these. This one is called Moonstone, and this one, whoop, this darker purple is called Sweet Plum. They're very beautiful. They don't take up a lot of room, so I am gonna try to get these back in here as well. The last like odd shaped one I have, this one was an eyeshadow I depotted a long time ago from Elizabeth Mott. It's stunning. I really like it a lot. It's like a champagne-y gold shade. I'm gonna keep that in there. It's even would be good as like a face highlight. So we'll just keep that kind of corner. I don't know. I don't really like the way this looks. Let me see if I can fix it a bit. So that's how it looks for now. Again, I don't know. I'm not super good at organizing palettes, but all right, next up, I'm making such a mess on this blanket. I'm glad I laid this blanket down. Let's go ahead and fill this Z palette next. This is the one that I just picked up from Sephora's website, and it's got like that giraffe print on it. So we're gonna start here with these Loxy shadows, or Look-See, I'm sorry, I kept saying those wrong. It's Look-See. I know I liked some of these and some of them I didn't like as much. I feel like the foiled ones I liked better. Yeah, the foiled are really nice. Let's start with those. I know I liked these very metallic ones. Yeah, those are pretty, although that one's not as pigmented. Okay, actually, now that I'm looking at it, this one is not as pigmented as this one, and they're very similar. So I think I will go ahead and just keep Birch, and I'm gonna get rid of Amber. Next, I had some greens in here. This one is called Don't Leave Me. That one is really pretty, so that I'm gonna keep. Then I have his sweater. That one's also super pretty. That's gonna stay. Let's see. Making a mess of myself. Next is Enchanted. This is a beautiful bluish purple shade. Yeah, that's really stunning. Yep, gonna keep that. Okay. And then we have this kind of orange copper. This is called Cider. Let's see, we'll put that right here. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Yes, that's staying. All right, and then one more shimmer. This is the one I think I did not like. Shiver. Yeah, let's put that right here. I feel like this one just ends up getting muddy on my eye. So that one I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. That's Shiver. Okay, and then we have the mattes. Alrighty, and for some of these mattes, I felt like they were very, not as pigmented. This one is called Cuddle. I think that was my favorite one. Yeah, that one's nice. So that's gonna stay. Then I had Cardigan. Yeah, that's just not as pigmented and it just looks really muddy. So that's gonna go. Next is Butterscotch. This one is nice actually. This is kind of a warm brown. That's gonna stay. Next is, oh, Butterscotch again, that's right. They labeled one of mine wrong. I liked both of these, but I can't remember. One was a different name than the other, but both of my stickers say Butterscotch, even though they're not both Butterscotch, but I'm gonna keep both of those. This one was another one I know right away I did not like, Pistachio. It was a muted kind of almost a greenish brown. I did not like the way that looked on my eyes, so that's gonna go. Then we had this, oh, this is one of the Ofras. That goes over there. This is Jack O, and this was not as pigmented as I was hoping it would be, and it got a little like patchy on my eye, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. And the last one here is called Raisin Hell, and it's just a purple. Again, not as pigmented as I was hoping it would be, and it got a little patchy on me, so that's gonna go as well. All right, so these are the ones I'm gonna keep from Look-See. And then I am gonna put both of these Chrisanna Anns in with the Look-See eyeshadows. Just gonna kind of pop those in together right there. And then since there's still room in here, I think what I'll do is go ahead and put the Anastasia ones down here for now as well. And I know I want to keep all of these. These are brand new. I still need to play with these. Except the only one that this is the only one that's not new, and this is called Blushing, and I know I like that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop all of these in here for now. Okay, and then I have room to grow with that palette. So that's gonna be it for this Z palette, because I want to put my Ofra powders back in this Ofra palette because they're not labeled on the back of those shadows, and if I have them in the Ofra palette, I'll remember that those are the Ofra powders. If I move them, I feel like I'll get confused. So I'd like to have just those in here. And these, I did get all of these in a BoxyCharm, and these are actually really, really good quality. I don't know why people don't talk about these Ofra shadows more often. I'm just gonna do the matte on top and the shimmer on bottom. I was very pleasantly surprised with these shadows when I got them. And then this is a single highlighting powder from Ofra as well that I got separately in a different BoxyCharm, but I'd like to keep those all in the Ofra palette. Hopefully I can grow that collection soon. Last but not least, we have my MAC shadows, and those were all housed in this little Sephora Z palette before. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pop those all right back in here because I know I want to keep all of these. I have been really selective in choosing the ones that I wanted from here, so I know I like all of these. Okay, so that is all of my MAC shadows. So we are now done putting these together. All right, so these palettes are all done being put together. These here are all of the shadows that I'm getting rid of. I had this Coastal Scents empty palette I've been popping them into, and then these are the ones that didn't fit sitting on top. And then I still have this palette, which is completely empty. Now I had a few things in there which I was able to move into these other Z palettes since I made some room. I don't think I'm gonna keep this palette, honestly, because the magnet in here is not strong enough, and every time I put a powder in here, it ends up falling out. So it is time for me to go ahead and get rid of this, which is why I wanted to get a new palette with a better magnet. So that is actually going to go away. But I still do have room in both of these palettes to grow, and actually a little bit of room in this one too. So I'm really happy with that. I feel like this is a good collection for my single shadows. I love everything that is left in here, so I feel really happy about it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!